Dress me in flowers, inhale my powers, bathe in my strength, taste my intent, beauty undefined. You can't take what is mine. I'm rooted.
Ideal black future is not going to look like everybody else's future. And when I say that, I mean because I'm already getting judged by the color of my skin. So I have to grind harder, I have to work harder. Anything I want, I have to go 10 times more than the other person because they're looking at me different. But for me, I'm going to get it by any means. So my ideal black future, I'm still going to be trying to create that generational wealth. I'm still going to be successful. Anything I want, I'm going to get. But you just have to realize because of my race, because I'm black, I have to go harder and I have to grind harder for it.
An end to police brutality, an end to wrongfully accused, no longer sentenced by my skin or weaponized by my race. A breath of fresh air, an exhale, a sigh of relief, strength, courage, wisdom, family, friends, support systems, businesses, business owners, community wealth.
One of the main things that it would look like is more ownership of things, more ownership of, um, just businesses and things in our community. So we can kind of have more of the control over our own narrative. So, I mean, without just, finding real specifics, I think that's just like in a broader sense, I would like to see in the future, black folks just taking control of our own destiny and ownership in all different facets of the community and even legal system and just all kinds of stuff. It's just that's really important.
My ideal black future is one where we as black people get to enjoy in some of the benefits of being American. We don't get to enjoy that right now. So that would be an ideal black future where we participated in a fair and equal and just way as humans and not as, what is it, 3/5 of a human, and as loving, happy people who are able to live and, again, participate in all that life has to offer.
To see us urbanly gentrify the block back. You feel me? To see more black entrepreneurs be able to sustain in the game instead of just hopping in and hopping out within a couple months because they see that as hard. To see more black people hire more black people instead of just saying, okay, I'm gonna hire a Mexican real quick because they probably gonna work a little bit cheaper labor. Well, no, give them a chance first. You feel me? Let them get that chance to cut themselves off because you never know. You might be trying to cut off a gem and you won't even know it. So I think it's important for us to really each one teach one. Each one teach one. Because if you get all the information and just retain it yourself without passing it down, how valuable is it?
The ideal Black future to me is one in which we don't have to defend our Blackness, and where our success as Black people doesn't offend racist sensibilities. It's a future where the Black man and the Black woman, and therefore the Black family, and subsequently the Black community, is restored to the prominence and the rich cultural heritage that existed in the pre-slavery eras. Because then the weight and the gravity of who we are is no longer a burden thrusted upon our back, but an honor to be carried in our hearts and in our minds.
Black future is simply Black futurism. It's the radical idea that despite the horrific trauma that we've experienced and our Black bodies have experienced in this country, that we will still be here decades and centuries to come. That we will reclaim our identities, and we will find and experience liberations, that we will triumph. That's the future of Blackness. That's the future of Black history.
My ideal Black future is full transparency amongst all of us as a culture. Uh, Financial literacy should be a big focus. Generational wealth should be taught. That should be a full course on that with our people. Just sharing information, I want to happen more with Black people. Just sharing information without some other ulterior motive besides just giving somebody information because they asked.
The freedom to be yourself without any judgment, without any biases, without any stereotypes, without any expectations or negativity hanging over your head, where you're just free to just live your life and be you and treat it the same as everybody else, where you could just be happy and not have any worry or stress or concern about yourself, about your family members, your siblings, your children, your children's children, where there is not a constant threat. That's the ideal Black future to me.